got time to be taking shoes off? Who got time to be emptying out bags knowing damn well that we travel, pack all of our shit in the bag? Who got time? Going through TSA, like, wait, what? You want me to take off these shoes? These. And take everything out of this bag. Nah. See, who has time to take shoes off, take off your shades, take things out of your bag? No one has time for that. So today I'm gonna school you on how to travel like an expert. If you want to travel like a rock star, if you want to just get out there, whip through TSA in less than 5 minutes in some cities, I highly recommend signing up for Global Entry. So now it's like, okay, well, there's TSA PreCheck, there's Global Entry, what is what, which is which, like I just don't know what's going on. So I'm going to help you guys. So first things first, Global Entry. Global Entry allows you to have like expedited access. So you go through the kiosk instead of having to go through the general admission line when you come back from out of the country. The perks of this, it's only $100 and it includes TSA PreCheck. That is definitely a win. TSA PreCheck, on the other hand, has its benefits, but it's only for those like domestic travelers, and it's $85. So if you are an international traveler, you really should think about doing Global Entry because you'll get TSA PreCheck with it for $15 extra. Right? Isn't that lovely? But there's a catch. So the catch is, and make sure you guys are staying up to your local news, New Yorkers, I'm so sorry, but I left just in time. So sadly, the Trump administration has banned New Yorkers all over the state, upstate, downstate, the city, wherever, the boroughs, all of it, that you are no longer eligible for Global Entry. And here's why. So Trump administration wanted access to the DMV records for all of the people because in New York State, they feel like, hey, we don't want to kind of limit your ability to provide for your family. So yeah, you could be foreign, you could be illegal, but you still could get a driver's license. However, Trump administration was like, nah, we ain't with that. We want all the records. And then Governor Cuomo was like, nah, chill, son. Like, it's not even going down like that. Like, you think people coming over here being illegal, seriously about to be trying to get a passport? Like, that's so stupid. So the punishment for New Yorkers, because Governor Cuomo stood his ground, was, all right, well, I'm pulling the plug. If you don't give me the DMV records, y'all ain't getting expedited passports or expedited entry. So no more trusted traveler programs for New Yorkers. That is like my little ghetto rundown version, but that's basically what had popped off, right? All right, cool. So that has been the latest news. There has been some sort of agreement where Governor Cuomo has allowed the DMV to be able to have some small access to some of the records, but it's not enough to change Trump's mind and his administration's mind about New Yorkers not being able to participate in Global Entry. So while I am really bummed for all of my people back at home, back in New York, who can't get Global Entry right now because of the political riffraff that's going on, I will say that I'm very proud that Cuomo kind of like stood his ground initially and was like, no, we need to protect these people because New York City is so diverse. While I am no political scientist and I'm not the type of commentator, I will say that I do stand with Cuomo on this just because he's really trying to put up boundaries between Trump's overreaching and his bullying, and I'm here for it. So anyways, that's that on that. Okay. But back to the topic on hand, the Trusted Travelers Program. It's really amazing. It's really quite beneficial. And it happens immediately, sort of. So I filled out the application and it took months for them to get back to me. Like, I think it could be just because I have a common name or whatever it is. They're really trying to dot their I's and cross their T's on the Latino population. I don't know. But what I will say is that after I got the approval, which took about 3 to 4 months, I did get an email confirmation that said, okay, now you can schedule your interview. The interview process was literally, guys, less than 10 minutes. It was like so amazing. I did have to find certain centers and availability, so it did take me a while to schedule the actual interview, but the day of process was really smooth. Basically, they ask you, have you committed any criminal activities since you applied for the program? So there are other options for the Trusted Traveler program. There are some that have easy access between Canada and the United States. There's some between Mexico and the United States, and there's some for truck drivers. There's some that if you're flying, but I really feel like the most bang for your buck is the global entry. I highly suggest that you go to trustedtraveler.gov and figure out which one works best for you based off of you're more of a domestic traveler and you like, I'm gonna keep my $15 in my pocket. I ain't even got a passport anyway. Or if you just want to be like, yo, I'm about to ball out, I'm gonna spend the extra 15, get the global entry, John, wait a little bit, and then be able to fly in and out as you please. So that is my tips. Those are my recommendations. The benefits are almost immediate after you have the global entry interview. So during the interview, in the closing, they ask if you have any pending travel arrangements. In that case, I did. So then I just went ahead and entered in my known traveler number on all of my reservations, and boop, pop like that was my TSA PreCheck. I didn't have to do anything else outside of that. You can call the airlines if you want, but who got time for that? Just give me the website. I'll do it my damn self. But then I was really able to whisk through. Like, I took off my coat, but that was pretty much it. I left my shoes on, I left my belt on, I left all my toiletries in my bag, my MacBook was in my bag. Like, I didn't have to do anything additional. So it's really beneficial. You just pop in that little known traveler ID and it makes it even easier for you. And also, to make traveling a little bit more easier, is have mobile boarding passes, y'all. Like, that is clutch. And especially if you fly budget airlines like Frontier, Spirit, Allegiant, download the app. Save yourself the hassle of them trying to nickel and dime you to death for the $5 for the boarding pass. Like, I definitely do not recommend Spirit Airlines, but that's a different conversation for a different day. But I will say the mobile boarding passes, having TSA PreCheck is making travel so much easier. Like, I'm going to go on a trip and I'm going to time how long it takes. I'm going to start my timer, go through the TSA PreCheck line, and end it and see how fast it goes. So this is my first time using my TSA PreCheck, and I'm excited because I'm ready to GTFOH from CBG because I've been studying so much and so hard. All right, guys, so let's see. 3 minutes, it says. 3 minutes. We'll see. It took me all of 2 minutes to get through everything. Like, this airport is so quick, and TSA PreCheck is definitely worth it. Like, if you guys can see the screenshot, like only 51 seconds, like less than a minute for me to put my phone in the belt, all my stuff, my suitcase, like my maleta, my coat is right there. I have a book bag on. So yeah. And the other side was only like a few more minutes, but I think it was definitely worth it. You guys should definitely invest. I'm happy with it because I naturally just get to the airport by the skin of my teeth, and this is about to make it a problem. I would say the TSA PreCheck is definitely worth it because I'm still sitting here waiting for my friend to get through the regular one, and she's just now crossing through and receiving her bags. Then she got to put her shoes back on. Like, it was so easy. Only 1 minute or 2 minutes. It was so worth it. Like, I kept my shoes on, just had to empty my pockets. It was just so weird, like, not having to use any bins. When you don't have TSA PreCheck. Let me know if you like this video. I thank you so much for watching. I hope it was really insightful for you. To find out more information, you can go to the Trusted Traveler program that the government has. Look up TSA PreCheck, look up Global Entry, look up the ones for driving between Canada and Mexico and those agreements, and look up some for your kids too, because they do have some for children. So I definitely recommend it for the whole family, because if you're trying to get out of here, get in and out fast, who got time for lines? I don't even like to wait at the nail shop. What makes you think I want to wait at the line at the airport? All right. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, mis amores. Bye.